Oh my god, I'm about to faint and die. Miss Bubbles is saying this about a game that I backed and she doesn't like a game that I like? Oh my god, how dare she? What a terrible content creator. Listen, before I get any of these comments, I'm telling you right now, if you're gonna be disrespectful in the comments, I am banning you off the channel, okay? Now that we have that out of the way, welcome to this video where if you thought the performance of Sugardew Island on PC is bad enough, wait until you see it on the Nintendo Switch. Now, I tried streaming it earlier today, emphasis on tried, and the game is a mess when it comes to the Nintendo Switch. Not only did I not enjoy the gameplay, which is fair enough, we all have different tastes in video games, but the performance is objectively horrendous. So to get this out of the way, the game has a very specific audience that it is trying to target, and if you're a fan of the games that I usually enjoy on this channel, there's a high possibility that this might not be the game for you. Thank you so much, Rocketplay, for providing me with a game code. So I went into the game already being told by my friends Josh, Fleur, and Vanessa that the game is rough to say the least. So that quickly tapered my expectations, which is great. It's good, right? Where we're going in, not having so many expectations, that is okay, that's good. I also noticed how the developers were very vocal about setting expectations about the game so that you don't go in thinking that it's this massive big farm type of game, you know? It's more of a smaller scale type of game, which is very fair and it's okay. There's no problem with that. When I received my game key, the developer also let me know that the game is more on the grindy side, which is not a problem for me. Again, if you know me, you know that I love RPGs and I also love cozy games and farming games that are grindy. So Fantasy Life, Rune Factory, My Time at Sandrock, Wildflowers, all of these games are known for their grind, so that is no problem for me. So what about the game? Starting it presents you with a bit of customization. It's very limited, which is okay. I've never been like, oh, I don't want to play this game because it doesn't give me enough customization. I don't really care. However, these skin colors look pretty bad on the Nintendo Switch. Then you start your journey and here you are on this farm. There's a bit of a backstory about how humans have left this Sugardew Island. So this is like your introduction and you can see like, oh, I'm gonna be the person who's gonna bring some change into this island. The graphics look bad. Like you can see it just looks like a pile of mush. And some people in the chat were like, oh, this looks like a 3DS game. I'm gonna argue and say that 3DS games had a lot more charm than this one, such as like Story of Seasons, Tree of Towns, or Ever Oasis, or Fantasy Life. This one just, again, it looks like meh and like mush. And I don't know what my character was doing with its face. And of course, there is some pop-in here, but this is normal. The Nintendo Switch has a lot of pop-in with its games recently. This is not the problem with the Switch version. Just wait for it. So the gameplay loop is this. You have your farm and your store. What you harvest is what you're gonna sell in your store, and farming is very simple. You till the soil, you water the crops, you use fertilizer, which is very easy, and it really helps speed up the process, and then you harvest things when it's time. There are no seasons, so you're not gonna have to worry about, you know, farming things in the wrong time. Instead, you unlock new seeds by going to the Harmony tree, which is ruled by this like little pet, which despite its cuteness, it is always just throwing a tantrum at humans because humans are the reason why thorns have spread across the island. You can choose different objectives that you want to work on. You can pick one at a time, and by collecting Harmony, you can unlock the objective's rewards. These rewards don't feel rewarding at all though. They felt more like meh kind of rewards. So let me explain why. To collect Harmony, you open up the store and you sell items. Different things have different prices and you can open the store once a day. Once you open, forest folk, these cute little creatures, will come in and they want to buy some stuff. You cannot move or do anything. You're just stuck there behind the cash register and they will pick up whatever they want. They will approach you. Some will simply want to buy something, so you just press the button and they will buy whatever they had in hand. Others will need a little bit of negotiating. So you have three options. Either you recommend them to buy something, which will give you the base price plus some tips, or you can use the advice button, which convinces them to buy something at base price without a tip, or you can give them a discount, which means you're going to be losing money. Now, there is no indicator whether or not you're going to fail, so I just ended up recommending and just always mashing the button because the recommended option is the first button that I can see. I don't see why I would risk giving people a discount or even selling things at base price if, might as well just button mash and hopefully get a tip for it. Now, if the creatures end up not wanting to buy something, they're gonna leave the items next to the door, which I did not like because sometimes they're gonna return so many items and, they could have just put it back in place and that would have let me sell it to someone else. So why are you just leaving it there? And again, you can't move your character to get these items and then restock them. You just have to close the store and do it the next time. When you sell items, you collect harmony. And once you have enough for the objective that you picked from the harmony tree, it's best to close the store because the game is not going to collect any extra harmony that you have made after reaching your goal. So whatever objective you have, just close the store, go back to the harmony tree, unlock it, choose a new objective, and then open the store. This is another thing that I did not like because it felt like my work is just being wasted if I don't close the store, but then also sometimes I'm just being forced into closing it if I want to have the best bang for my buck kind of thing, Yes, you can argue that, hey, you can still collect Sugardew, which is the currency in this game, but why would I do that when the whole point of this game is unlocking things in the tree, which requires harmony. So with this system, you can unlock things like better watering can and tools, which then you're gonna need to collect Sugardew to pay for, so you don't have to get resources, at least for the stuff that I unlocked. And then you can also unlock things like animals and seeds. But I don't know about you, these rewards just don't feel like rewards. It's boring. It's just, I'm grinding for seeds. You have a map and a few areas that you slowly unlock by getting rid of the thorns. So in the stream, I saw this bunny and this feral, I don't even know what they're called. English is not my first language, but anyways, once you pet them, you can leave the area, then come back and they're gonna give you some seeds in return. And the goal is to help return wildlife animals back. And you can see these different signposts showing you where different animals are located. You're also gonna meet these nature spirits. They're gonna give you some quests at the town board. And when you complete them, you only get Sugardew. You do get a big amount, but you're not gonna get any harmony. So this way you can level up your relationship and make some money for yourself. The spirits seem very bland. Yes, there's a tiny little story unfolding, which again, the devs told us it's not gonna be a big story, but I don't know, they could have said something that makes them a little bit more interesting. They're just very lifeless. They're always just standing there doing nothing. And I don't know, they gave me a little bit of Chilltown vibes with how they're just standing there doing nothing. So what about stamina? Yes, you do have stamina. You're going to be using it to chop trees, till soil, and water your crops, as well as pluck weeds. You can use some energy bars to bring it back up, or you can go to sleep, because that's probably the best bet that you can do, because these energy bars are so freaking expensive. So probably best to just go to bed. On your farm, you have a workbench that you can use to build some stuff to help you on the ranch, and you also have some decor items to kind of decorate your farm a little bit, but I didn't get to the decoration part in the stream. You're gonna find out why in a bit. Oh, and by the way, if you run out of stamina, you don't have to run to bed, which is great because you're not gonna pass out, nothing's gonna happen. You're just simply not gonna be able to do any more actions. So this will make it a lot more relaxing for you, especially if you hate when games rush you. With that, we also have some fun factors where you also don't have to worry about things like filling your watering can or running through a time clock. There's just no time here. The fastest way that I saw the time pass by is you can open the store during the day, and then when you close it, voila, it is nighttime. Another fun factor is because there are no seasons, this might be a positive for those of you who hate having to rush for the crops due to, seasons changing and, oh my god, I have to do strawberries only in the summer, and oh my god, this could be a really welcome change for many of you. You just have sunny and rainy days, and of course, on sunny days, you don't have to water your crops. Now, within the first hour, I was already getting bored with the game. It's just guys, I review a lot of games, I play a lot of games, and I do a lot of before you buys. This is literally my part-time job, and I've been gaming since I was 3 years old. I play RPGs, cozy games, farming games, because I already know there's gonna be some kind of person with whatever, be what does she even know about games? Oh my god, this is this is the best game I've ever played. Good, it's the best game you ever played for you. It's not gonna be the best game for me. I know quickly if I'm gonna click with a game or not. First impressions are very important. This game was not impressing me whatsoever. By the third hour, you could see the stream. I'm gonna pin it for you in the comment section. You can see from my face and my body language that I was bored out of my mind. You can see me, I'm doing the same thing, I'm feeling unrewarded, I'm grinding just to unlock freaking seeds and animals. I just can't see how possibly this is fun for me. And some of you would think it's fun, and I'm happy for you, you're gonna love this game, but for me, it was just a snooze fest. By the way, the developer has given me 2 Steam keys that I will be giving away in my Twitter, so make sure to check below the like button in the description box because you can win one. So if you're here and you're like, oh my god, this sounds like the perfect game that I want to play, I've got 2 keys for you that you can win. Anyways, initially I was supposed to play this game for 5 to 10 hours just to give it like a fair shot, but also because I knew like Josh, Vanessa, and Fleur played it and they told me the game is just not it. And I was like, you know what, I'll do like a bit of game time on stream and let me push 5 hours off stream. But here's what happened. I am playing the game, I'm already having a boring time, and the game decides to crash. And in the stream I said I will literally scream if my entire day is gone because the crash happened when I went to bed. Thankfully the autosave was working, so we did not lose that. And I'm like, yippee, okay, we can play a bit more and keep being on board and it's fine. Let's just keep pushing through. I want to give a fair overview of the game even though I am bored out of my mind. So I played a bit more and bam, we crashed once more and I was like, nope, I'm out. This crash happened when I was in the store, so that meant everything that I did that day is done. So not only are we dealing with crashes, but the game also looks like absolute mush on the Switch. And I know we're always blaming the Switch's hardware, but come on guys, this game isn't even that demanding. For $15, like, why is it running so poorly? This is very upsetting. If Hello Kitty is able to run on the Switch just fine with a bit of pop-in, why was this not even able to run properly for 3 hours without crashing? And I'm not gonna hear any of you telling me, oh my god, you should have played it for 20 hours before you make this video. If you want to play it for 20 hours and bore yourself to death, please be my guest. I just don't want to do it, okay? I don't want to do it. Anyways, another thing is the controls are so clunky. I'm gonna link to the stream again. You can see in the stream, I was struggling with the controls. They just felt very janky. So even when you use the ZR, which is designed to make you use your tools better, I would still miss the area that I was trying to till, water, plant, whatever. Before we get into your favorite part, this game is for you, if not for you, if, and my verdict. If you're enjoying this video, hello you gorgeous human being, it's Miss Bubbles. Do consider supporting me on Coffee or becoming a channel member to get plenty of perks. You know, just I sacrificed myself for you today, so I would love it if you support me back. And if you want, you can also squish the like and subscribe buttons. That means the whole wide world to me. And yeah, let's get to your favorite part. Usually I do this game is for you if, not for you if, and my verdict, but honestly I just don't have a lot to say about the good stuff, which is very rare for me. Maybe like the last time this happened was Chilltown. So I'm gonna say this game is for you if you want a grindy, simple, and short farming game. The animals also look cute, so if that's your jam, pick this game up and you're gonna have a great time. Otherwise, if you're looking for a game that will be fun and rewarding and, you know, interesting, then this game is just definitely not for you. And I 100% do not recommend you get this game on the Switch whatsoever. As for me, I'm just not the target audience for this, and this is crazy. I am craving a good shopkeeping game. Amber Isle failed me and this one failed me as well. So right now I'm just like, please, this county, I'm counting on you right now, please. This game just made me feel so bored, and I'm not asking for anything groundbreaking, just at least make the grind a little bit more fun. It just was not fun at all. I don't see why I would just sit here and play a game and not feel rewarded or feel happy at all while playing it. This is not what gaming is for me. Gaming is supposed to be fun. The NPCs are lifeless. You're just like, even when you're running the store, you're just standing there behind the cashier, not doing anything. The negotiating system is just so bland and boring. It just has no, there's no incentive to do anything. Like, I'm just grinding for seeds and animals. I just don't like that kind of game. And when we saw the trailers, it didn't look like it's gonna be this bland. Add to that, the stamina was running out so flipping quick, and the initial inventory size, even though you can increase it, the initial one is way too small, and then you just gotta have to, grind so much to better your watering can and all of that. I don't know, it just didn't feel rewarding, and this is the essence of farming games. We grind to get better. So when this grind is designed in a way that just feels like it's milking time rather than actually giving you a good time, it's just not the game for me. And I can't justify paying $15 for it. I would say like $5 maybe, but 15 just feels like a bit too much for me. However, I do have a list of games that I think they deserve a lot more, and they can be found in this list. Thank you to my YouTube and Patreon bubblies for making videos like this possible, and a shout out goes to The Game Dimension, Will, Jake Logan, and Stephanie for going the extra mile. Until next time, stay bubbly.